Yo, what up, everybody? This is your host, Made by Power, with DJ Inferno here with the Rhythm and Flow podcast.
Yes, sir, man. We're back for another episode 22, man. And this one's another special one. We got our boy Connect Zero in the building. Make some noise.
What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Connect, man. How you doing?
Shit, I'm tired. I've DJ'd 4 days straight. It's been a wild ride.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn,
Yeah,
man. That's a grind. I know how that goes.
I mean, honestly, I didn't even really expect to do it. It was just like every single time I got finished, the owner would come up to me and be like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I'm just like, "Well, nothing. So fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah.
So you've been DJing since Sunday?
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, it's Thursday, bro.
That's a grind. And the
Saturday.
weekend's just starting, so it's like Friday, Saturday. About
Yeah.
to
I
come
mean,
again.
honestly, I took this whole weekend off, bro. I've been
okay.
really just trying to stay at home.
Yeah. You need those breathers sometimes.
For sure.
For sure, man. Well, man, let's get into it. I mean, so you're a DJ, you're an artist, playlister,
Yeah.
designer.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
Shit, philosopher.
Okay.
I am a visionary. I'm a model.
Okay.
Play a few instruments. Play the piano. Learned a little bit on the bass.
Wow.
What else do we do? Graphic design.
Shit.
We're really into that. We edit videos. We shoot photos. Yeah, I think that's about it right there.
So, like, just an all-around creative, huh?
Yeah, bro. I mean, growing up, I was just kind of, especially coming around 2016, 2017, that's when my personal music started really taking off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really in tune with, okay, if I can pay this person to do this thing, I can also get paid to do that thing. Which made me start shooting my own photos, shooting my own videos, editing my own videos per se, and getting into graphic design and shit because it was so intense on my paychecks that I was getting as a teenager that I couldn't keep forking out $100 over here and $50 over here. I really needed to hold all of that in to go to the studio or to buy beats or anything of the sort. So, it just kind of drove me to want to become my own brand and be able to sell to others because I gained all these skills to be able to help other people out, like most of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. So, going back in your journey, bro, what came first? What did you start doing as a kid? Music, videos, and then just talk about that journey of, how you kind of got into everything.
Yo, so, okay, everything starts around 2012, maybe. Everything starts around there. I was playing Xbox Live with this group of friends. We were on what was that at the time? Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit, the golden,
Yeah,
golden
era
era, golden
video
era,
games.
yeah.
Golden era video games. But I ended up meeting these guys on Xbox, and we would get inside the parties, freestyle, all that cool shit, and some people were just really on fire. Some people I just wasn't touching, and so we had they had introduced me to so much music because I hadn't listened to hip hop until 2012. Never cared about it. Never not a lick. I was always into classic rock, listening to stuff like David Bowie, Styx, Yes, just anything of that sort. And so hearing hip hop for the first time, going into a Kanye West or even a Lil B, that's what got me into making music. And so I started just freestyling with my friends, and then I had a cousin who had a computer that had FL Studio on it. At the time it was called Fruity Loops. And so I would go over there and I would mess around on his computer when he was when he wasn't looking or whatever, and he noticed that I sparked an interest in it. So I had asked my mom for two things that Christmas. I asked her for a computer and I asked her for a guitar. She didn't get me the guitar. My dad ended up buying me a piano, which is why she didn't get me a guitar, but my mom did give me the computer. So it's Christmas Eve. I get to pick one gift. I go upstairs, I go grab this the biggest gift I can find. And she's like, "No, you can't open that." And I'm like, "All right, cool. So what's the gift underneath that one?" And I go and grab this bigger, this smaller box, but it's still pretty big. End up unwrapping it. It's a computer. And so I'm ecstatic. I'm like, "Oh man, I finally got a desktop or whatever." I go downstairs and set it up, and the very first thing on there was the FL logo. I saw it on the desktop, and I was so just confused because I was like, "How did it even get here?" And she was like, "Yeah, I gave it to your cousin to install it before we gave it to you. So as soon as you unwrapped it, it already be there.
That's fire.
So that made me like really get into all the shit. But come Christmas, I unwrap all the rest of the presents, and the piano's in there. Now my cousin comes over for Christmas dinner, and he gives me this cord. He was like, "This is your Christmas gift," and I'm sitting here like, "What's this cord for?" He was like, "The cheat code is you plug this keyboard into that computer, and now you can use that on FL." And I taught myself how to play piano from there. So going on a couple years, I'm just like really focused on just playing the piano and stuff, and self-taught, learning by ear, watching YouTube videos, all the sorts, and ends up, I want to say 2013, my mom passed, and I ended up moving to Atlanta. So that's what made me go live with my dad. And when I was living with my dad, I had nothing else to do. Like, nothing else to do. All I had was this laptop that I was able to buy off of my friend, and then I just transferred everything from that hard drive, or from the desktop hard drive to the laptop hard drive. Ended up getting really, 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 like, honed in on FL Studio and watching, like, all kinds of YouTube tutorials that were just running me in circles. And then I learned how to make beats. From there, my brother was rapping, and I wanted to kind of show my brother that I was cool too. So I started rapping along with him, and I wasn't that great, but like it was a cool way to like bond with my brother that like I've never really been introduced to. Like we've met before, but like we never like had extensive time together. So that, like, my brother really pushed me into wanting to create music. And from there, like, it's just kind of skyrocketed. I mean, I dropped a single in 2016, and like it was buzzing, and then it hit like 1 million views. And then as soon as it hit 1 million views, it hit 2. And then like a couple years, it was going a little bit slower, then it hit 3. And now we're sitting at like, I think 3.7 million on there. But yeah, man, like that's kind of how the music started. As far as DJing, I used to spend most of the summers at Reno's house. And
Shout out Reno, man. He was our guest last week.
man, I love Reno, man.
Yep.
But yeah, I used to spend most of the summers at Reno's house, and of course, Reno was my tour DJ, still is. And so I would always fuck with Reno. Like, I'd see him doing something important on there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck it up. And one day I did something, and he was like, no, that was kind of hard. And then from there, he had ended up building this fucking treehouse by himself. And he ended up turning that shit into a studio. So
Like an actual treehouse.
yeah, like actual
in a
tree
tree.
house. Like in a tree. Like
That's crazy.
Had a whole fucking walkway and like a gate, and like you could see, like, oh man, it was so cool. It was so fucking cool. I think it was blue. It was blue, right? Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, so like you walk in there, and he had decked it out, had the RGB lights in there and like all the cool shit. So he was DJing, and he was like, you want to hop on? And I was like, yeah, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I remember I had played, what was it? It was Father Stretch My Hands Part 1 into Ultimate by Denzel Curry.
Oh, okay.
And like I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we both know that like I had something there. And then I told him how I wanted to get into it, and he just handed me over this new Mark IV track and was like, yeah, go take this home and just figure it out. Didn't tell me anything. Didn't tell me nothing. He just handed me that, and then he was like, there's a disc in there that's going to download Tractor. Go home and just play with it. And I used to sit on Instagram Live all day just, like, fooling around until they would shut me down for playing copywritten music or whatever. But, yeah, like, I just kept doing that, and then eventually I ended up buying my own set and gave him back his set, and then just time tells, man. Time tells. You keep working at something, eventually you start to meet the right people and get inside the right rooms.
That's crazy. That's a crazy story. That treehouse sounded lit.
Bro, the treehouse is cool as shit. Like, treehouse is cool as shit.
It had electricity and everything.
Bro, it was fully fucking powered.
That's
Like,
fire.
Damn.
the thing about Reno's house is, like, there was no boring spot. Like, it was in the middle of absolutely fucking nowhere, but there was no boring spot in it at all. Like, he had a trampoline, he had a pool, and in the pool, like, on the side of the pool, he had this huge, like, what's it called? Like a projector screen. And so, like, they would turn on movies during the summer at night. He had a hammock, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world at the time.
Hammocks are lit, though.
Yeah, bro. And then he had a
nice.
pool table and the original Donkey Kong machine. Like, bro, that man's house is awesome. Like, you
Damn.
don't even know.
Shit. Reno, where's the invite? We gonna go or what?
Hey, next week.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, man, his house was
Shit.
cool as shit. And then he had this fucking bus. Oh man,
A
He
bus?
had this fucking VW bus,
Oh, shit.
and like he completely stripped it down or whatever, and put a bed in there. And then on top of like that, like I was basically staying there. Like I had a home, but like when you drive out to West Lynn, you don't really want to make that drive back. As
Yeah.
drunk as we were, Reno. And so like I slowly started moving my own shit into the bus, like my studio equipment. So I would go to Reno's house, stay there for like 3 or 4 days, and just work on music in the bus. Like we had the bus into a whole fucking studio. It was so cool. But yeah, so like we would wake up, he'd start working on the bus, we'd go grab food or whatever, come back. I'm inside the bus working on music. He's sitting here trying to make this shit start. It's great. We had a great time.
That's fire.
awesome. That sounds like an awesome, like, little, like, story, like, coming up, too.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, what amazes me is the treehouse and the bus turned into a studio.
Bro,
That sounds
literally, like, no bullshit. The bus turning into a studio was probably one of the coolest things that I've ever, like, witnessed, because of the fact that, like, when he did get that shit to work, we never actually did it, but we did have the ability to take the bus and just run.
Mob.
Like,
Yeah.
we can go on road trips and have a full studio in the back, have a full bed, or I think it was like a twin size bed in the back. Like, it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. It was one of the coolest things to ever, like, graze my eyes, bro. Like, and all of it came from him. Like, he did everything by himself. I don't understand how he does it. I've never asked. I just kind of watch and just bask in the glory, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
Shit, that's cool, man. So you, up to this point, you said you started DJing early. But then you got into all this other stuff, too, at the same time. Like, how'd that happen? Like, you just kind of just gained an interest, just like you did with DJing, or?
Bro, honestly, like I said, man, like I just had to learn everything because I got tired of paying people, bro. So like I started doing photography and I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I was in Atlanta. It was like 2018. I ended up buying a fucking camera, I think it was a Nikon D3300. And I went into Lenox Mall, which is like the most populated mall in Atlanta. I walked into every single store in that mall. Kiosk, full-blown store, major store, mom and pop shop, anything in there. And I was just like, hey, who runs your social media? I want to take pictures for it, blah, 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 blah. And 9 times out of 10, I got sent to corporate. I got some kind of corporate email or phone number that I would never contact because I was too scared.
Yeah.
But there was one brand that, like, really fucked with me. And it was this brand called Junk Deluxe in Lindbergh. I know that Junk Deluxe is still a thing, but it's not in that mall anymore. It's just now like a Europe brand. But they ended up giving me the shot. So the guy was like, "Hey, just come in and shoot photos." And so like that's what I did. I would just shoot product shots of all the stuff they posted on their Instagram, and then eventually I like created such a rapport with these people that I was able to go in there and like pick products to like leave with.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
like, oh, okay, I'm gonna style this person, my friend who raps or whatever. I'm gonna get him in this Junk Deluxe in Lindbergh full outfit. We're gonna go over to Piedmont Park and I'm gonna shoot pictures with him. I'm gonna bring this back, and then when they post this on their already booming Instagram, they can tag me and him, and now we're all getting the exposure. But eventually that led me into working with the people at Guess, because Guess was right underneath Junk Deluxe. And they flew me out to Miami. This might have been 2019, like right before COVID. And I shot a bunch of pictures at this like huge event they were doing, and they used none of them. But the coolest thing was like they treated me like I was so special and nobody knew who I was. So like they gave me like a company card and like had me sign into this random account for Uber and shit, and like
Oh,
all
wow.
of my Uber Eats was paid for, all of my travel was paid for, even if it wasn't to or from the event. Like if I wanted to just go to my friend's house or go to a museum or something, like they were just swiping the card on that shit. But like I didn't make any money off of it, but I had the experience, and the experience meant way more to me than the however much money I could have made off of that shit, because I met so many people there. Like maybe not necessarily celebrities, but just people in just such high places that I just hold so dear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes that's even more important.
No, 100%, man. I mean, like, people always strive to meet, like, the Travis or the Kanye or the fucking Drake, but nobody cares to meet the 40 or to meet the Chase B or to meet the Boo. And like, people don't even understand, like, when Boo was managing Kanye, Boo only had like 3,000 followers. He was an easy to reach human.
Yeah.
Kanye was not far for a lot of people. Even seeing people like Yes Jules, is way easier to get in contact with than a Kanye West. But those specific like connections with people can get you way further than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's all like levels to the shit, right? Too, it's like certain people, some people like, oh, they're so unattainable to reach, right? But like
Yeah.
you said, it's like you meet someone here, they know that person, and just kind of keeps going, right? And it's like some people like, oh, I don't want to talk to the man at the bottom of the totem pole, but it's like that man at the bottom of the totem pole is what's gonna get you to the top of it.
No,
you
literally,
know, and
dude.
like everyone has a story. We're all humans at the end of the day. Like if you just treat people with respect and like have conversations with them, you never know what's gonna come out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really like that you're saying like talking to people, getting connection, even if they're not like famous or whatever. It's just the connections, the social network.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
what it's all
like,
about.
That's what the network is.
Somebody that I can like really shine light on is me and Reno's good friend Julian. Like, I love Julian. Julian's a fucking goofball. Me and him have butt heads one too many times every time, and that's somebody that like I don't know how the fuck he does it. I'll never know. I'll never ask, but he knows everybody. He has such a good rapport with everybody. Anybody that comes in town, if they have a show, he's there. He's backstage with no questions asked. Like, I don't know how the fuck he does it, but like that is somebody that a lot of people might see on the bottom of the totem pole. I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to him, but that's the guy that's gonna get you to whoever you're looking for.
Right. That's crazy. But I kind of want to, like, before, like, you know, we move on and go past this. Bro, you told me you had a 3 million view song.
Yeah.
What song was that?
It's a song called Mobile Pharmacy. Funny story about that, yo. So this came out in like 2016. I recorded it in Portland, actually. I was here for summer vacation. Recorded it downtown, low-key by the waterfront, kind of by OMSI.
Okay.
This guy named Taj had a studio out there. I have not seen this guy since that day, I swear to God. But
He just recorded a banger and then
like,
disappeared?
facts. Like, it was
Fell
so
off
crazy.
the face of the earth.
Fell off the face of the earth, but like I'm sure he's doing something big. He's a great dude. It came about because me and my brother got into like this really fucking heated argument because we started off as a duo. We started off making music together. We didn't have like a group name, but we had our own individual names and then just like morphed them together to create the duo.
Is this your older brother or younger brother?
It's my older brother. I'm
Older
the youngest
brother.
in my family.
What was the duo
Okay.
name?
Damn Good and Kid Connect, because my brother's artist name is Damn Good, and then I at the time was Kid Connect. Now I'm Connect Zero. But so we was at the time, like, you got to think, Bitch You Guessed It had came out, OG Bobby Johnson had came out, Future was doing the March Madness shit, 56 Nights Beats Mode, Monster, all that shit had just came out. Like, we're not even in Dirty Sprite 2 zone yet. So we had a huge argument because like we were rapping about shit that like we were doing at the time, and I was like, dude, if we want to make it, this is all you got to do. You got to rap about the shit that everybody wants to hear right now, which is what? Drugs. That's what was going on at the time.
Yeah.
Now, I have had experience with drugs at that time, not near what I was talking about in this song. Now, later on, of course, but at the time, like, it was more just like a fuck you to my brother and just being like, okay, bro, you're sitting here mad because we're rapping about what we want to rap about and we're not getting the notoriety for it. Like, if we just shift and do what people want, it'll go. And he didn't believe me. I did it by myself, put it out with nothing. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I just threw it out there just to show him like, hey, man, look, this one got 300 plays. Our last song only got 12. And like, it took a little bit. I want to say it took like a month before I hit like 1,000 views. And I remember vividly when I hit 2,000 views, I was sitting in my dad's office, like on the computer, looking at all of my insights or whatever. And I called my oldest brother to come down to the room. And he was like, the fuck is this? And I was like, dude, I put out a song and it's got 2,000 views on it. And he was like, oh, shit, that's super cool. Went to sleep, woke up the next day, it doubled. So I had 4,000 views then. And that's basically how the trajectory of the whole song just kept going for like that first like 6 months, bro. It's like every day I would wake up, I just 2 times the views. And I remember at the time, like, my biggest idol in music for, like, the up-and-coming rap space was OG Mako. And so I reached out to OG Mako via Twitter, and I was like, hey, man, I got this song. It's at 10K. Fucking, like, let's do something. And he quoted my tweet and said, when it gets to 100, talk to me. It took maybe 2 weeks, and I hit him back, and I was like, "It's at 100. What are we doing now?" And then he called me on the phone, FaceTime me or whatever, and he was like, "Bro, I'm so proud of you. Blah blah blah. Come to the studio." I went to the studio. That's when I met him and Cushy Stash, and I don't even know if they're still cool, but met him and Cushy Stash. We never worked on nothing, but I got to sit in on the creative process on what he was working on, and that just taught me so much more about delivery, beat choice, ad libs, background vocals, studio vibe, as far as okay, maybe we don't want to flood the studio with women, or maybe we don't want people to smoke in here, maybe we don't want 1,000 people in here, maybe it should just be an intimate scene where it's just me and my engineer, or just me, my engineer, and my wife, or me, my engineer, and my friend, or whatever the case may be. And yeah, man, so it just kept doubling and doubling and doubling after that. And then I reached out to my friend Trippy Red. He was bubbling at that time too, so he hadn't even dropped Love Scars yet. He had a song out called Water, and I think it was Water Vibes. That's what it was called. And that had 12,000 at the time. And so I reached out to him and was like, yo, I want to work. He hit me back. We shot me his email. We started sending shit back and forth. And then randomly, he just takes off. He's just gone. Bro, I can go so in depth with the people that I know that I knew when they were kids, because I grew up in Atlanta, bro. So hand on the Bible, I can call my dad right now. Playboy Cardi used to sleep on our couch. Thousand Band Fonny used to sleep on our couch. Trippy used to come sleep on our couch. Uno the Activist, great friend of mine. Warhol's, great friend of mine. Fucking BK the Ruler. Brooklyn, that's my super close friend. I've known Brooklyn since she was Little Brooklyn in Studio 37 with Breland Kerr and Aji Parker and Cam the Artist. And oh man, bro, growing up in Atlanta was so cool. Because Yachty went to Pebblebrook High School. So we used to just I went to Lakeside, and we were low-key rivals. So whenever we'd play against each other, we would see Yachty, and he was a nerd. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a fuck. Niggas used to bully Yachty. He was never liked in high school, and then he just blew the fuck up out of nowhere. And as soon as he blew up, he treated everybody exactly how they treated him, and that's why I feel he has the best success story to this day.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. Is it so is where you're from in Atlanta, it's just a tight-knit community? How did all these people come about, though? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to wonder.
Right. Bro,
is it just a tight-knit community, with people, or
is it because
the culture, the music? Yeah,
no, bro, it wasn't even because I was doing music, bro. The only person that reached out to me via music was Mako. When I reached out to Mako, Mako got back at me. But everything else was bro, we all just go to high school together.
Yeah.
Everybody's down the street. Ugly God is down the street. Even though he was from, I think he was from Texas, but he used to visit Atlanta all the time. Trippy was in Ohio, but he used to visit Atlanta all the time. As a matter of fact, I think he moved out there, I think he moved in with his grandma or something. But yeah, bro, everybody was just in the fucking scene. It was so, we were all underground at this point. Nobody knows about us. So Cardi's got Beef is out, Broke Boy's out, but he's not near a Magnolia yet. So Cardi went to North Atlanta. Yachty went to Pebblebrook. What the fuck is his name? Lil Nas X went to what is that shit called? Is it Stevenson? I think it's Stevenson High School.
Oh wow.
But everybody just grew up at the same time, bro. If you look at all these people's ages, they're all 24, 25, 26. Nobody's nobody's older.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they all came out around the same time. That's a crazy era to be in.
Yeah, bro. And the coolest shit was watching everything just unfold, bro. Cause
well, that's when Atlanta just blew up.
Bro, it was so it was nuts, bro. You guys don't understand what it was being in Atlanta when the Migos dropped Versace.
Yeah.
You'll never understand what that feels like.
You'll
never understand hearing Type of Way for the first time on the radio, and you've been listening to this guy for 3 years.
Yeah.
you've never understand what it's like to be in Atlanta when Dirty Sprite 2 drops. That is the craziest feeling of all time, bro. Like, I got to legit hear everything before everybody else, bro. Like, even shit that's not from Atlanta, bro. Just because I was in that Atlanta scene, I knew about it before everybody else. Like, Sheck West, good friend of mine. He ended up dropping Mo Bamba. I found Mo Bamba at 2,000 views. That shit is huge. It's a huge song now. I have screenshots of, like, when that shit came out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say he had like 7 songs on there. It was Do That was on there, Paper was on there, Mudboy was on there, Mo Bamba, Live Sheck West, Die Sheck West, and I think there was one more that I'm missing. But like, he only had 7 songs on SoundCloud and then blew up. Like,
That's crazy.
bruh, literally being in that scene just gave me so many connections to people, and like, not even to just fucking name drop, because like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I can't call half of these people now. They've all gone to the fucking stratosphere, but like, the very few that I can call are super like attentive. Like, if I call them, if they can't make that call, they will call me back. But yeah, man, the scene's cool.
That's crazy. So what made you want to come back to Portland? Or did you ever come back to Portland, or where are you from originally, I guess? I don't think we ever touched base on that.
No, we didn't. I've been jumping. My bad.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how'd you end up here?
I ended up here. All right. So look, I was born here.
Well, he got in the car, came up the elevator. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Right. Nah, man.
Franchise today.
I was born here. Lived with my mom in Hillsborough / Beaverton till I was about 12 or 13, and then she passed, and I moved to Atlanta with my dad. When I moved to Atlanta with my dad, I was 13 years old, just about, and stayed there until I was 18. Soon as I got 18, keep in mind, I got emancipated at 16. Not because me and my dad had any issues, but just because like, I felt like I could do it. And moved out at 16, stayed in the apartment, bullshit-ass apartment, middle of Atlanta, right by Lenox Mall. And then decided one day, I called my dad. I was like, yo, I think I want to move back to Portland. He was like, why? I was like, because I just miss my sister. I miss my family out there, whatever. He was like, all right, well, I'll buy your ticket, but you got to buy yourself out of your lease. So I'm like, all right, cool. Bought myself out of my lease because I only had like 2 more months left. And then he literally bought me a ticket. I was gone in 72 hours.
No shit.
From that phone call.
From that phone call. I didn't pack anything, bro. I came on the plane with my Nike slides, 2 pairs of shoes that I tied together, like, and put on my backpack strap, and then my backpack that had maybe like my laptop and my microphone in it. Like, I came with absolutely nothing, and I stayed with my sister out here from 2018 to 2019, and then we got into an argument, and she ended up kicking me out, and I had nowhere to go. Like, I had nobody to call on, bro. So, like, I was legit sitting, I was, like, walking around downtown with my camera, ended up at Lloyd Center, and I met a guy named Jeff. Jeff met me, and he was like, hey, what are you doing with the camera? And I was like, oh, I shoot pictures, obviously. And he was like, well, I got a photography studio. Come through anytime, and then you can just use it. I'm like, why is this guy being so generous? But at the time, I have nothing, dude. Like, I have nothing to my name at all. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to go over there. So he's like, yeah, it's at this address. And I'm like, low-key looking at this shit like, it's kind of sketchy, bro. It's in this, like, random-ass fucking building.
Shit,
yeah. And so, like, he was like, you driving? I was like, no, because I didn't have shit. So he was like, all right, fuck it, get in the car. And me being like this fucking, the world is great ass kid, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna get in the car. Got in the car, this nigga drove me to this fucking just ran down ass fucking building, and like, he parks the car, and like, he's like, yeah, it's these double doors. I go through these double doors, and you gotta walk down into like this basement. This is also where like I met Reno for the first time. And
were you like shitting bricks at that point?
Bro,
Like,
that sounds
what
so
the
sketchy.
fuck
Bro,
is-
it was sketch.
That sounds so bad.
It was so sketch. But yeah, man, I was terrified, but I was like, well, fuck it, we're here now. I mean, like, I don't even know where I'm at. So
Yeah.
So I go down there, and it's a full t-shirt screen printing area. Like, there's a full what is it? It's a backdrop for photography or whatever. And he's like, yeah, bro, I got all these lights and all this cool shit. Just use it. And so, like, I'm sitting here using this shit or whatever, and it hits about, like, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, yo, you've been here for a while. Like, how you getting home? And I had to like break the news to that nigga that like I didn't have anywhere to go. And he was like, yo, for real? And I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, bro, come with me. So we go to this nigga's house, and he gets me like a white T-shirt and a pair of basketball shorts. And then he drives me back to the fucking thing, and we stop by 7-Eleven. I get like a fucking Smoky Big Bite and like a Slurpee. And then he takes me back to the fucking warehouse, and he's like, yo, there's a blanket in that back corner, and that back room there's a couch. You're good. Just kick it. He was like, I know how it is. Just kick it. You're young. I don't expect you to have anything. Like, you don't owe me anything. And just let me stay there, bro. And I was there in this like shifty ass basement for like maybe like 2 months.
Wow.
And he's never asked me for a singular dollar. Never. But if it wasn't for that, man, bro, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no plan, no nothing. And then we started like, I wanted to kind of like give back. So I tried to make an event that we had called the Basement Breakdown. So that's when I linked up with Julian to try to just drive people in there. We were charging like $5 or $10 at the door, and then I would just perform. That was it. Like, I would just rap.
Yeah.
So everybody comes down there. They're screen printing. Like, we're screen printing T-shirts on the fly. People are getting drunk. There's all kinds of shit in there. And at the end of the night, I would perform. Everybody goes home, and then whatever money I had, I would just like put away so I can try to get out of there. And eventually, I made my way out. I didn't make my way out the way I wanted to. Like, I didn't get my own apartment at that time, but I mended shit with my sister, and she let me back in, and then I handed her some money and was like, yo, look, here's this. Spend it if you want. If not, if you don't touch it, I want it back. But if you spend it, it's cool. It's whatever. And started working at the Motor Center to just kind of make ends meet, and then I got my own apartment with my auntie, and that shit was cool. Like, I had went to go get the apartment, and she was already looking for a space, so I told her, come move in with me, and then we'll just split the rent. And that's kind of how that shit went. But I literally went from being in this multi-million-dollar home with my father to moving to Portland with nothing, staying with my sister, being homeless, living in a fucking T-shirt pressing room, like a screen printing room, and then to my own apartment. It was weird.
That's crazy, man.
That's a crazy story.
And that's a story that, like, I've never told on interview. I've always been so like real latched onto that story because like everybody sees me being so this and that now, and it's like, dude, you guys don't even know. Like, there was a time when like I couldn't even find a Sharpie to write on cardboard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. It hurts my heart even like thinking about those times, but I'm so thankful for those times because it allowed me to like trust people again. Because a random dude I've never met before, didn't know anything about him, took me in with no, I could have been a fucking terrible human, bro. I could have been robbing people. I could have been doing all kinds of shit. And like, he let me into his space, no questions asked. And there's valuable shit in here. It's a full, like, I'm talking about like a full t-shirt company, sticker company, t-shirt company, all that shit. And like, he just trusted me, bro. Trusted me with his shit, trusted me with other people's shit in there. And I never abused that.
Wow. That's like an incredible story.
Yeah.
But now you're here. You've made it. You've came from the bottom again.
Yeah.
Climbed your way back up. Now you're doing what you're doing, DJing, making music, and getting into all these kind of things and looking forward to the future now, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I have no idea what the future holds, bro. Like, of course, we all want things. I don't want to be huge. I thought I did. I thought I wanted to be like this huge, powerful figure in life until like I started seeing the downfall of all of my favorite artists and just seeing how like their own personal opinions can just shift the whole culture. And it's like, bro, I don't want everybody to start wearing fucking Converse because I say Converse are cool. I want you to wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. I don't want you to start voting for this person because I like them. I don't want you to start seeing me as a bad person because I have a different opinion than you. And so, like, I've came to the conclusion that I don't want to be that big. I don't want to be a multimillionaire. If it happens, amazing, great. But realistically, bro, I just want to buy the house that I grew up in. That's it. That's my end goal. The house that I grew up in, I want to pay for that shit, and I want to I want to refurnish it with all the same furniture that I had when my mom was alive and never walk in there. I just want to have it. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to have it, and I can just walk in at one point whenever I get the courage to do that and see, like, just feel like my 11, 12-year-old self again. That's it. I don't want to eat there. I don't want to sleep there. I don't want to ever really even walk in this fucking room. But I want to know that if that day ever comes when I do want to feel like that again, I can go in there and feel safe.
That's cool. That's really, really crazy. Because I think that's like a real like intimate, thing
Yeah.
with yourself. So I think, that's like that Kanye West thing, you know what I mean? When he bought his house.
Yeah, bro. Like, even watching those Donda listening events, like, bro, the fact that as somebody that has lost their mom, bro, like, that's already hard.
Yeah,
But
I can only imagine.
to even, like, see what it used to be and, like, have to show that shit to the world is impossible. Like, I don't know how he does it, because even when I have to, like, drive past that old house with my friends, like, I clutch at the wheel. I feel stiff. It's a lot of anxiety, bro. But, like, for you to put that shit in the middle of Madison Square Garden or the middle of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and, like, not only come out on it, invite all of your new friends on it, and, like, burn that shit to the ground, get married in front of it for the world to see, like, that shit was so cool, bro. It was just so cool, and I know that it took a lot of courage to even be able to, like, face that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's one of those more powerful people that you can see for sure.
But that's also one of those people I was talking about, bro.
Yeah.
His opinions killed him.
Yeah.
And Kanye's never going to die in society, no matter how hard he tries. Because I feel like I have a theory that Kanye West doesn't want to be famous anymore and is doing a bunch of antics to not be famous, but it's just making him more famous.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, man.
It's
I think,
Kanye West, though.
Yeah.
I think once you get, because, like, in my eyes, Kanye is one of those artists where it's like, he's top of the top, right? Like,
Absolutely.
everyone could debate whatever, but he's up there. So it's really hard to not be up there anymore, because it's like so many, bro. Like, even my parents, they don't listen. They know who Kanye is. Like, my dad watches the news. Oh yeah, did you hear what he did and this? And I'm like, that just shows you like how far his reach really is, bro. Because
Facts.
like my dad that listens to Mexican Latin music knows who Kanye West is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just like for him to really get unfamous, I feel like it's really hard. But I definitely agree with your theory of like he's trying to just live a normal life, but that'll never happen.
Bro.
And that's kind of like you said, the downfall, bro. Is like everyone, like even myself, like wants to be a public figure, have this fame, but you really don't know what comes with that. And once you have it, it's like, how do you navigate that? Some people can't navigate it. It's just like it's
Bro,
really.
I see it out here, bro.
Mhm.
I see it out here. Like, for instance, like me and you, DJ.
Yeah.
I might go to a specific club that isn't like the biggest club, and then all of a sudden my night there gets bigger, and now everybody wants to, oh, I want to play here, I want to play here, I want to play here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then now it's like, okay, well, fuck. I just worked so hard to build this shit up, and now everybody's coming in and just kind of stepping on shit. Oh, let me move over here. And then it's the same thing over
Yeah,
there.
it's like a
and it's
trickling
like,
effect.
it's so great because it's like, damn, I do have that influence, or damn, like, I might be motivating people to want to do better, or want to reach a bigger audience. But sometimes, bro, like, sometimes it really fucks you up.
Yeah.
Like,
It can.
sometimes it really fucks you up, bro. And like, it's never no shade to anybody. Like, bro, I feel like I want everybody to get their money, because at the end of the day, DJing isn't what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. It's what I'm doing because it's paying my bills right now. I was able to go full time in it, but like, it's not what I want to do. I don't see myself doing it in 3 years. I might see myself doing a surprise set somewhere, but like, if this is your passion, if the club is your passion, if these events are your passion, bro, go for it, because I'm only going to be here for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Man,
So- No, my bad. You can go.
I just wanted to say, like, I wanted to, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but I wanted to, like, kind of touch on how, like, with your music or whatever you're doing, like, when your mom passed, like, what was your transition to, like, music? Like, did you take everything in life just from a different aspect?
So like,
Did it push you to go harder?
yo, all right, so just think about the coziest, most comfortable space you could be in, like, whether that be like your childhood home or like your girlfriend's arms or fucking whatever. Like, just think about the greatest thing, like the best blanket you can ever put on. And then it just fucking falls into pieces.
Yeah.
Like, that's the feeling, bro. Like, imagine just the greatest plate of food that you can ever have on one singular plate. You're walking up the stairs and that shit just falls. And there's no more left. You can't go get any more. It's done for. So, like, now you find yourself latching on to so many other things, other people, other substances, even to, like, cope with that shit, bro. You're trying so hard to fill that void, whether that be looking for your, like, a mother figure in your relationship, like in your romantic partners, or even looking for, like, a just a sense of security in a job, or wanting to learn something so that you can, like, kind of forget about it, bro. But it's a scar that's never gonna heal, bro. And, like, once you come to terms with that, you're okay. That's the hardest part about it. Like, I don't know, even if you lost, like, a friend, like, not even in, like, a life or death situation, but just in a we don't talk anymore, like, you're always going to do something that's like, oh, shit, me and so-and-so used to do that shit together. Damn, I miss those times. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
there's certain places that I can't go because, like, I don't feel comfortable there anymore. My security blanket's gone. I can't go to this pond anymore because me and my mom used to go over there and feed the ducks or something, like, you know? So ultimately, I just feel like it pushed me to want to fill that hole, and filling that hole was whatever I was into at the time, whether it be the music or the DJing or the graphic design or the photography. Like, I try to fill that hole every fucking day, which is what made me start DJing. Like, I started doing it to distract myself from certain things. It's what got me into psychedelics. I started doing it to distract myself from certain things.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough battle, bro. And I'm, like, so proud that I can speak about it now, because if you would have asked me this question 2 years ago, bro, I would have, like, I don't know. Like, I might have broke down. I might have walked out. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's all, man, I feel like with anything, and I can't speak on losing a parent because I haven't, but I feel like it's just a process where it's, like, slowly but surely, it's just day by day, right? It doesn't get easier, but
No.
day by day, like you said, you start to meet new people, and, you know, it just helps it, but it's never going to heal, right?
no, man. I mean, losing my mom, I lost my mom, I lost my best friend, and I lost my childhood all in the same day.
Wow.
Like, you got to understand that, bro. Like, the softness of a mother is something that you're never going to get from anybody else. You might get glimpses of it from your significant other. You might get glimpses of it from a close friend or an ally or anything of the sort. But the softness of a mother is something that cannot be touched. So you have the soft side of a mother, and you have the rough side of a father. As soon as my mom died, all I had was the rough side. You know what I mean? And not in the sense of, like, oh, this nigga's a terrible person, but it's just like, oh, be a man, you know? Like,
Yeah.
So, like, when I lost my mom, like, it was no longer video games and cartoons. It became, like, Entourage. Like, it became Sopranos. It became fucking Power. Like, there's no more ha-has and giggles. Now, like, go to school, get a job, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Just became real gray.
Yeah,
Type shit.
it became really fucking great. And, like, it was a great reality check for me, because, like, my mom wanted to see me happy so much that she would sacrifice so much for me, and to my detriment, to, like, the point where, like, my mom would be so happy at seeing me, like, get excited over playing video games or playing on my piano or whatever, that, like, there would be days that I'm just not going to school because I want to do that. And, like, she would be right there to just, like, cheer me on for it. But,
Yeah.
like, in the grand scheme of things, it's fucking terrible. But as a 11, 12-year-old kid, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I get to play video games all day. Hell yeah. I'm gonna sit downstairs in the basement with my boxers and just eat all these chips and play these games and drink root beer all day. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough, bro. It never gets easier. But I can say one thing: I don't think it gets harder.
Yeah.
I feel very static in exactly how I felt the day that I found out. It's like, oh man, legit, like, bro, I lost my best friend. Like, there's nobody that's ever gonna be as close to me as my mom was, bro. Like, we used to watch TV together, we used to cook together, we used to sit down and like pick out outfits together and shit. And like, yeah, I can see that in my partner. Like, my girlfriend's great, amazing, but like, I can't look at you and be like, oh, I want you to be my mom. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And not even weird in the sense of like, oh, thinking of my girlfriend as my mom. It's just weird in the sense of like, that's not your fucking responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Exactly.
I don't need you to clean up after me. I don't need you to do my laundry. I don't need you to wipe my fucking ass. Like, I just need you to just be here, you know?
In support, yeah.
So, like, when you're making, do you make music now kind of, like, based on those emotions and stuff? Or, like, I guess, what's your style, like, do you make music, like, how you're feeling? Like, do you write a lot of songs about losing your mom? Like,
why do you make music?
yeah, like, what's that purpose now? Has it changed? That was kind of the question I was trying to ask. Like, has your purpose in music and life, like, shifted once your mom kind of passed before
Well, my purpose
and
in
after?
life definitely shifted. Like I said, it went more into, like, a rough, gritty, like, oh, man, I got to grow up type of deal.
Yeah.
But as far as the music, man, like, my music has always changed with how my life has changed. And maybe not in the sense of like, oh shit, I'm grieving over this person, let me talk about this person, but definitely more in the sense of like, damn, I'm not 16 anymore. I really can't rap about like having friends over at the swimming pool. Now I gotta like talk about the shit that I'm really doing. So like, oh yeah, now we're smoking weed. Like, now we're actually doing that, guys. Like, the last song we were talking about it, but like, now we're in that bag. Now we're doing acid. Now we're doing mushrooms. Now we're kicking it and throwing parties and fucking underage drinking, which shouldn't be done, but we were doing it. Just like 90% of people. But, you know, like, it's so funny because I had never had plans on talking about my mom inside my music, ever. I never wanted to do it. I always have a notebook that like I write to her in, and I haven't done it in like years. But I would at the time I would keep a notebook that I would just like write notes to her for, like, oh, I met this person, they're so cool. Oh, I met this girl, she's great. Or fucking man, I just graduated. Like, I know you're not here to see this, but I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna close this book and I'm gonna put it underneath my pillow and I'm gonna go to sleep, and when I wake up I'm gonna know that you read that while I was gone. And like, it was so hard for me to put it into music, but I had a conversation with my good friend Dior Worthy, and he told me, he was like, bro, we all know Connect Zero, the artist, but we don't know anything about the person behind the art. And so like, what are you dealing with? What have you been dealing with? And he knows my personal story, so like, he's like, yo, why have you never spoke about your mom in your music? Everybody else doesn't know that this even happened. They don't know until her birthday or Mother's Day, whichever one you decide to post on, because you don't post on both. And that really drove me to put, you know, something about it on an album of mine called Marlboro Notebook. I have a song on there called Message to My Mother, where like, I really went in depth on like how I felt about everything, and still to this day, like, I can't listen to that song. I recorded it in one take. I probably fucked up. I probably stuttered. I probably coughed or whatever. I never went back to listen to it. I just put my preset on and called it a day. I don't even think I actually like properly mixed it. I think I just like made it to where I saw that my levels were fine, and just put that shit out because I can't listen to that shit. And still to this day, like, I have so many fucking people that will come to me about it and be like, "Oh man, this song touched my heart. It's so great." And I'm like, "Damn, I don't even remember what it was. I don't even remember what I said." Like, and I'll never know because I don't want to go back to that.
Right.
But yeah, I have like 2 to 3 pieces like that where I made it for her and like never had the intentions of showing it to anybody else, but slowly getting closer to those days of me sitting down and just finally fucking playing it.
Yeah. That's gonna be it's like, it takes a lot, you know, to get past that shit. But I kind of want to get into another subject regarding your music, because you're mentioning a lot of music that you've dropped and a lot of music that you've put out. Is there any projects that you have out right now, and any that you're working on?
Yeah, so
And what's that looking like?
So I had my first project I made in the house with my first project that's still available. I made inside the house, inside the apartment that I had with my aunt, And I took acid, and it was like a fucking 12-hour trip. But I made this album in 2 hours. And I called my friend at the time. His name was James. Called him over to come listen to it. And like I recorded everything in 2 hours, mixed and mastered that shit in 2 hours, and just I wrote, record, mixed and mastered everything in 2 hours. And I called him and I was like, bro, you gotta come to the house and listen to this shit. And I played it for him. It's called Solar Panels. And he was like, bro, this is insane. And then we had followed it up with another acid trip, and I wrote the deluxe version, which took way more time. I wasn't in the headspace for it, but it was like some like just my most outlandish music. It's just so huge. Like that's the only way I can describe it. It's just huge. And then I put together, that was an EP. I put together my first album called Marble Notebook, which funny enough, Jeff gave me this bag.
Oh, Jeff, the one from the T-shirt?
Yeah, he gave me this bag a long time ago, and I still use it from day to day, but at one point in time, I used to carry this shit every day. And inside this bag was my jewel at the time. R.I.P. the jewel.
Yeah, man. R.I.P.
R.I.P. the jewel. R.I.P. the mango
RIP?
pods.
They still selling that shit.
Oh yeah, they're back, huh?
They've been selling it.
Yeah,
Go to
but there's
7-Eleven,
no
right there.
There's like no flavors,
There's
right?
no
It's just-
flavors,
yeah,
bro. I'm not smoking fucking what is it, Virginia tobacco, nigga. I'm not smoking that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to keep my jewel in there. I used to keep a Marble Notebook in there. It was just this $5 fucking notebook that I got from Target, and I would write every idea I had, whether it be a song, a idea for an application, a graphic design idea, a line that I just came up with, or if I see something cool, I'll like write down the coordinates of where I can find it again, or like how describe how it was. And like eventually, like I opened up that notebook and everything that was in there, I talked about it. And that was the album. Then I started working on another project called RUMI. And essentially, the story behind RUMI is like, if I question you, or if you question me, I have to question you as well. So like, okay, are you single? Am I single? Are you in love? Well, shit, am I in love? Like, if I question you, I have to question myself. So that's how that kind of came in place, and I made sure that like all of these songs on there were titled as such. So like I wouldn't say like the third song is called Thinking. The full name for that song would be Are You Thinking? Am I Thinking? But on Apple Music, on whatever streaming service, it's just underneath.
My bad.
That's so funny.
That was so funny.
But on all the streaming services, it's just gonna be Thinking. But like all of the track names can just be interchanged in like that sentence. And then right now I'm working on a project called I Can See My House From Here. And that's
I've been seeing you post about that a lot. Like,
yeah, that's been a thing for what, like 2 to 3 years now, Reno. I think I've been like working on this. Yeah, like 3 to 4. But ultimately, like, dude, the whole premise between I Can See My House From Here is, bro, I'm so high up in spirit. Like, I can see everything, bro. No matter how far I am away from home, bro, I feel home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm home within myself, bro. And like, it doesn't matter who's in the way, what's going on, anything, bro. Like, you can't tell me, like, I can be in the middle of fucking nowhere and still feel at home because I'm so comfortable with myself now. And the full name for it is I Can See My House From Here, but It's On Fire. Far too long for a name. But the but it's on fire sense is like, shit might not be going my way, but like, I'm still okay. I might not be booked every weekend. I might not have a crazy amount in the bank account. I might be dealing with some real internal shit, and like, I still feel okay. I'm still good. Like, I know that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and not have a fucking issue, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where that comes from.
So how are you evolving from your first project to now? How's that evolution been? What's the sound looking like? Is it gonna be like real like personable? Is it gonna be real like melodic, or is it gonna be more everything?
It's a very up and down beat album. Like it's really house inspired.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very house inspired. So imagine how would I put it? You listen to Cudi?
Mm-hmm.
You know, fuck. What is the song? It's on
Which one?
it's on Man on the Moon 2 with CeeLo Green on it. Oh man.
I don't know.
Oh, my
I don't know.
God.
I don't listen to
Sorry.
Cudi that much.
Wow.
I honestly, I just know Day and Night.
Pursuit of Happiness.
man.
Oh, bro, I
Fuck
love that
y'all.
song.
No, but there's this upbeat like jazzy funk on there, bro, and it's so
Oh.
great. But like I would compare it to if you took like K Tronada beats, right, and you threw Shmino on it. Like it's just
I
see those
it's
type beats on YouTube.
So great. It's so great, so great, so great. It's and I just talk about so much, bro. I've talked
Yeah.
about past relationships. I talked about current situations. I talked about, you know, dealing with myself, dealing with my family, dealing with the outlook of other people. Like, it's not what you would expect when you look at me. It's not what you would expect when you go through my old music. Like, there's nothing. I didn't pull anything from my last projects on this project, and so, but I'm diving into something that really feels like me.
Yeah.
It's the first project that, like, at the time of recording, I felt like this is who I am today. Whereas every other project is me reflecting on a different space in my time. Like, I was making songs as it was happening. Like, oh, shit, we just had this shit for my birthday. Fuck, I gotta go write about this and go record this shit tonight. And, like, that's how we were getting shit done. But, like,
Yeah.
it's the first time that I can say, like, damn, I made that shit. Like, the album's been done for 2 years. Damn, I made that shit 2 years ago, and I still feel confident in it.
Right.
Like, I haven't put it out, but because I'm working on everything else for it, but I made it 2 years ago, and I can still listen to it to this day and not be like, oh, man, damn, I got to hear that shit again.
So it's like a self-reflection,
Yeah, man, it's literally my everyday life. Like,
like a real mature side of you now.
yeah, dude, like, I played it for my girlfriend when we were in Atlanta, and even she was like, yeah, that sounds like yesterday. And I was like, yeah, because I just added that.
That's crazy.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Type shit. That's cool. That's cool. So, do you have a date?
No,
No.
I have no date.
I mean, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, I have no date. I'm not rushing it, bro. There's no rush for me. Who am I trying to impress? Who am I trying to get it out for? Like,
Thanks.
I don't have a label behind me that's like pushing me to do anything. As a matter of fact, Jay-Z had a quote, excuse me if I get it a little bit wrong, but you have 20 years to make your first project. You have 1 to make your second. In my head, this is my first project. You know what I mean? Like, Kanye West worked so hard on The College Dropout, but had to put out Late Registration within 2 years. They were waiting on him.
Yeah.
I don't want that fear. I don't want that fear. I don't want to rush this project out and then not be able to have all the graphics done, all the merch done, all of the videos done, you know, set up the tour dates, do the promo run. Like, I haven't even done any other promo run, bro. I haven't even been on podcasts or talking to anybody about it, bro. Everybody just sees this quote. They don't even know it's an album. Everybody just sees this quote and is just like, why the fuck does he keep saying I can see my house from here? What the fuck are the balloons meaning? Like,
Yeah.
why is this nigga in a kilt every time we see him? Like, what's going on? And now it's like starting to just buzz in people's heads. Like,
So we're gearing to it.
yeah, I mean, we're
gearing
always
to it.
gearing to it. We've been gearing to it for the last 2 years. Like,
There you go. But from what I'm hearing though is like we're getting closer because now we're on
You're just trying to get him to
we're
put a
on-
date.
We're on a podcast now.
I
No,
mean, you can say
no,
that.
I want to get a better understanding because honestly, like me, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know the artist side. I want to get to know the personal side. So me, someone who hasn't maybe heard your music or doesn't know where to find you and stuff like that, I want to give our platform out there for you to give that to them.
No, 100%, bro. And like, I will say that this is the closest that I've ever been to being ready to put out this project. Like, I've finished this album 3 times. I've thrown away every song. I've reworked different songs. I've added features, took features away, put 9 features on one song till I can figure out which parts of each feature I wanted on there. Like, I've done it all, bro. And like, now I'm at a point to where it's like, okay, cool. The music, we're good.
Yeah.
Now let's get these videos right. Now let's get the merch right. Let's get this promo run going. Let's sit down and have these conversations with these people. Let's start telling people what the fuck this phrase means, and then we can start getting into the bigger picture of like, okay, when do we drop? Who are we dropping it with? Am I signing to anybody before I drop this? Where do we want to do the listening parties? Like when I did the listening party for Marble Notebook, because I had wrote the whole album in this notebook on the go, but I would always record it in my room. We had rented out a space in downtown, and I brought my whole room in there. Mm-hmm. It was just a open white wall area, and I set my bed up in there. I set my book stand in there, my fucking desk in there. Anything that's in my room down to the wall art was stripped out of my room. My room was completely empty for 3 days while I set everything up inside of that place. And it was so funny because, like, the way that we had it set up was, like, it was such a friends and family event to come see that, like, people walked in and was like, oh, shit, this is your room. Like, I smell the lemongrass essential oil. Like, I know that in that drawer is where the tea is kept. Like, this is your room. And it was so cool because, like, you would have people come in and take pictures, and it's like, oh, man, the way that we have all the lights set right now is the exact same way I would have it in my bedroom. It smells like my bedroom in here. So having people to take these pictures, it's like, damn, it's like 50 people in this guy's room, but it's not. I just made it feel like that.
Wow. Man, that's creative. Man. That's really creative. You're a visionary for sure. I could tell.
Yeah, bro.
That's what he said himself. He's a visionary.
No, for sure.
I try to.
That's
be,
some
man.
creative shit, bro, and it's cool, man, because I feel like a lot of artists, they don't do that aspect. They just want to, like you said, they just want to put out music, but there's more to it than you. It's the rollout, it's the videos, it's the pictures, it's the concept.
Yeah.
Taking your whole room out for 3 days, not being able to sleep in your own room. Like,
I slept
who
on
else?
the floor.
Yeah, like who else is really gonna do that, bro? Like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a real creativity.
Yeah,
bro, we spent all the money on the venue, didn't have no money for the U-Haul. I took probably like fucking like 6 or 7 trips from Hillsborough to downtown Portland, just lugging shit out of my car.
Wow.
Like it was such and it's an experience that, like, I can't wait for, like, the chance to I can't wait for the 50 people that might have been there to, like, see me somewhere else and be like, yo, y'all don't even know, but he did this shit, and nobody believes them, but, like, the very few people that were there just know.
Yeah. Man.
That's crazy, man.
That's some crazy shit. I've never heard that.
That is some crazy shit. That's cool, though.
No,
I ain't gonna lie,
really
that's
cool.
different.
Yeah.
That's very different. It's cool.
So we're in a transition.
Hold up.
What's up?
I need some joy.
Can someone get him a joy, please?
I need some joy.
And as we're doing that, we're going to be transitioning. So we're going to go probably Truth or Drink segment. So it's this segment we do.
Green.
You want to tell the people what it's about?
What, the truth or drink?
Yeah.
I mean, the people got to know by now.
Yeah, this was like the third
truth.
time?
Yeah, this truth or drink segment. I appreciate you. By the way, drink your joys, energize yourself.
Facts.
I can't go a day without it, for real. And it's not an addiction. I choose to do this. Look, hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
There you
that
go.
good promo.
Feels a red cup.
Oh, man.
Okay, so the truth or drink segment. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to ask you some questions. Now, you can either give us a truth or you can drink.
So
if
what if I want to do both?
Well, we can do that too.
Okay, cool.
But if you do tell us the truth, we have to drink.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to drink with us, by all means.
Okay.
You can give us the truth, and we all drink.
All right, we'll see how I feel.
Bet.
All right, Inferno.
I'm going to go.
You can kick these off.
I'm going to go kind of hard for the first one.
All right,
Bro, go for it.
So, who's the most famous person in your phone?
Ooh.
And FaceTime them right now.
Sheesh.
Shit. Oh my God. Who's the most famous person on my phone?
I'm nervous.
That, like, I know for sure would pick up the phone. I would say Chris King. I would say Chris King's probably, like, that would for sure pick up the phone. I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you call him, we got to take that shot.
Where's my phone at? Put it right here.
He don't got the phone.
I got it. No cap in my rap. Hold on.
Chris King. Where's he from?
L.A.
Okay.
Who is Chris King?
It's happening. I give it 2 rings.
I need you. 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 I need you.
Ooh.
Hey, but just for Colin.
Ganger. All right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
man.
We got it.
Fire.
We
Wait,
got it, guys.
is this him? Connect? Is this him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out Chris, man. How do you know Chris?
Let me see.
Shit, man. We were in LA, and he's one of Trippy's friends. He's like Trippy's like best friend actually, and like I had hit him out to do a feature or whatever, and we had went to Kush Factory, and like we didn't do shit. We just sat there and just kicked it and talked. It was
That's
really cool.
fire.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good friend of mine. He's really cool, really, really, really cool person.
Cool. Well, bro,
You got us.
you gave us the truth. You
Cheers
want to drink
to
with
you,
us
Yeah,
or
I'm
what?
finna drink with y'all.
I
Hell yeah,
bet.
man.
Hey, man, salud.
Cheers to all y'all.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
You can ask a question. That first one. Always.
That fucking Hornitos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we're on a budget, man.
I feel you, brother. I feel you, brother.
We're on a budget.
RF's on the come up.
Hey, next time we get you on here, man, you're going to be walking in. We'll have Butler or whatever.
Oh,
but right
nah,
now,
bro,
we're on
nah,
that budget.
Facts.
Nah, bro.
We're
I'm
on
good.
that Dollar Tree red cups, you know.
Listen, man.
Grinding out, man. You know what it's all
Listen, man.
about.
I
You
know
know what it's
exactly
all
what it's
about.
about, bro. I done
Alright.
spent the $200 in the club.
Yep.
I got you. All right. Who's the most overrated rapper from Atlanta?
Oh shit! Damn.
That's a
We
good
on
one.
the spot.
That's a good one.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Truth of the drink.
I'm letting you know. I'm giving you the truth on all these. I'm not backing
Oh
out.
shit.
I just got to think.
Man, line me up.
Shit.
We
Hey,
need the
Tech,
bottle.
can we get the bottle? Of,
Bottle boy.
Thank you, man. Sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say Offset.
Oh.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Offset.
Why?
I just don't like his music.
Really?
Like there was a point in time that I did, but I don't like his music anymore. Like it's not fun. It's not fun to listen to. Like at a point in time, some people take the game a little bit too serious, and it becomes just oversaturated and watered down. Like when the Migos flow was like first buzzing up, and you heard Bando and you heard Hannah Montana and Versace and Freak No More, like it was so fucking cool. And then like now it's like, okay, cool. We're like, you guys are almost 10 years in the game, still doing the same shit.
Yeah, like they kind of got complacent.
Yeah, but
yeah, I
like
feel
you
that.
can do that when you pioneer a sound. You know what I mean? Like they pioneered a sound, bro. So like everybody in Atlanta from 2014 to now like still tries to sound like them. So you can't get mad at them for not wanting to do something, like not wanting to change anything when they were the ones that created it. It's the same reason why Future sounds like Future, A$AP Rocky sounds like A$AP Rocky, Travis sounds like Travis.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, you can be unique to a point though. I mean, I think about like the baby, like he's
Not an Atlanta rapper.
I know, but I'm like the type of person though.
For sure.
Yeah, like it's like no evolution to it, you know.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like, bro, come on.
but the thing is,
Every
like,
song sounds the same.
every song does sound the same, but that was an era where like everybody sounded different.
Right.
The only person that sounded like the baby was Stunner for Vegas.
Yeah.
There was nobody else that sounded like him at that time because let's think about who was out.
When was that? What was
That
that?
was like COVID,
What?
bro.
20. I say 2019, 2020 when
20.
he was popping.
Who, the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like who else was out at that time?
That's what I'm trying-
Duke Deuce, and Duke Deuce didn't sound anything like that. He sounds like
Nah.
Memphis rap.
Yeah.
Key Glock sounds like Memphis rap.
I say
Straight
Key
Memphis
Glock.
rap, yeah.
Like there's no everybody out of Memphis sounds like 3-6 Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out of Atlanta currently sounds like either A Future or B the Migos.
Bro, that sounds that's
Or
so
Thug.
true.
Thug. I would put Thug in his own category as well. But
Yeah.
like you look at Thug, you got Lil Got It, Lil Keed, Saw Baby, fucking who else is in that group? Lil Baby, Gunna, like everybody's going to try to sound like somebody else when it's hot.
Yeah.
Even as an artist, there was a time that I would do it. Like, you look at my music in 2019, 2020, when me and Reno was in the fucking bus. It sounded like the baby. Like, it sounded
Yeah.
like the baby. And it's not in a bad way or not in a biting way. It's just like,
That's
or
the
you
wave
wanna
though.
you wanna get out so bad that like
You're
you're trying
trying-
to do
yeah.
anything that's popular. That's why everybody sounds like Cardi or Yeet right now.
Yeah.
That's why everybody at a point in time tried to sound like Jay-Z or tried to sound like Nas or tried to sound like fucking Ty Dolla $ign or anybody else that we can name.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, aren't you trying to sound different though? Because then that gets super saturated.
People don't want to hear different, bro.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
the
It's
sad
like-
part.
It's like, yeah, you trying to hit that, but then like you gotta be different in a certain way though. At the same time, maybe your image or something, you know?
Like, think about your friend that raps. If he came to you and said, "Yo, I'm doing psych rock," you might listen to it one time and be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you could do this," but you're never going back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that's why I was so glad when I heard this fucking Yachty album. Like, when I heard Let's Start Here, I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy for you to do this, and it's good.
yeah, that was a good album.
And the funniest shit is, I wasn't a fan of Yachty till that. Of course, like, I like the singles, like, oh yeah, One Night is cool. It's like, you know, Shoot Out the Roof, cool, whatever. NBA Young Boat, cool, whatever. But I didn't care.
Yeah,
That album made me care, and it made me go back and listen to his old shit with like a different lens, bro. And it
Yeah.
made me really appreciate what he does. The same reason why, like, Tyler making Flower Boy, Igor, and Call Me If You Get Lost is some of the best production I've ever heard in my entire life, and I'll stand on that.
Thanks.
Like, there's not a lot of people that can shift music without causing some kind of corruption, bro. Like, think about Yeezus. When Yeezus came out in 2013, you have Kanye coming off of 808s and Heartbreak, which is such a powerful, just like ballad set album. And then you get this distortion and this just fucking Rage Against the Ear of an On-Site. That's how he starts the album off. He starts the album off with just this powerful ass synth. And that tailors the way for a Big Fish Theory, or for a Testing by A$AP Rocky, or for a Utopia by Travis. And we don't see these correlations until later on, bro. But like, look at Chief Keef. If it wasn't for Chief Keef, we don't get a Yeet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If it wasn't for Kanye, we don't get a Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, if it wasn't for Travis, we don't get a Don Toliver. And if it wasn't for a not Jimi Hendrix, Rick James, we don't get a Tizo touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to make those correlations. Just like if it wasn't for a David Bowie, a Kanye West, a Smino, a Goldlink, a Mac Miller, a Tyler, a Travis, you wouldn't get me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it kind of goes back to, I think we talked about this with Reno too, but I was telling him too, like, and you can probably relate to this, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but like as DJs, a lot of these artists sometimes hit me up and be like, oh, I want you to play my track in the club. And then for me, it's like, if you're not Drake, I'm not playing it. And it's no disrespect, but it's like, think about this. As a DJ, what's your job? To get people hyped, dancing, buying drinks. It's a business, right? So if you're not playing the tracks, if you're not playing the tracks, we'll get to that. If you're not playing the tracks that people want to hear, they're going to leave, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, the songs that people know, like,
No,
if you're
for
just
sure.
playing a bunch of random local artists, like, people are going to get up and leave. That's
Shit,
just the
low-key,
sad reality.
Before we need to finish this truth or drink segment, by the way. But
Oh, yeah, write that down because I want to come back to that.
Yeah, but one thing I want to know real quick. As an artist, you're a DJ.
Wait, are you going to ask him just a normal
No,
question?
I don't play my fucking music.
No.
Before
I'm not
you
gonna
even
say
get
that. I'm
there.
not gonna say that. But isn't that like, how do you balance that, right?
Oh, bro, you don't. You go all in on one.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's true.
I
Because you guys are
didn't.
straight DJs, but he's like he makes music
he
too.
makes music too, yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
what, like, bro, let me slap this one song I know about, you know?
No, bro, like it's a lot different. Like it's way more different for me because like I know that I don't make music for the club anymore. I did at one point in time, and like that time has came and went. Reno knows. Like if you've ever been to a Connect Zero show, trust and believe, the shit that you listen to in your bedroom does not sound like how it does in the bedroom at the show, for sure. But like I just couldn't. I can't distinguish the two, bro. So like I didn't go full time DJ until I finished my album.
But
Once I finished my album, then I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to do the music part anymore. I'm not influenced by this. I don't want to hear how this shit sounds on club speakers. We've already did that during the setup process. We're good. I don't need to hear none of that shit no more. So now let me go full DJ. What's all the poppin' shit? For me, DJing like it's a real job. It's not just I show up and I play the music, even though it's I just show up and play the music. But like the off days, bro, it's a real job. You can ask anybody, bro. I was paying $20, $40, $50, skip the line at Shake to go sit and watch A1 DJ, and legit from 10 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning, I have a full list of every song that nigga played in order. And I would go home and I would recreate that set completely until I got it. And then once I got it, I would figure out, okay, cool. I like this section. I like this section. I like this section. Now, how can I change this section to make it mine? And then you do that collection with 5, 6 different DJs, bro. Now you have your own shit. But yeah, man, I just feel like I feel like DJing and music is just real fucking weird to be in. When you're an artist and a DJ, it's super hard to deal with.
I bet.
I thought you were gonna ask that question of if he plays his own music.
No, I mean,
the club,
technically, it wasn't that. Do you play your own music? It's just like, how do you help it? You know? It's just like,
true.
Because I feel like it's kind of like, dude, I'm like literally running this club right now. Like,
Yeah, you literally can do whatever you want.
it's like,
So
what's
like,
stopping me from playing this shit real quick for one
True.
song?
Well,
But-
bro, honestly, when it comes to DJing in the club out here, as opposed to anywhere else I've ever DJ'd, and I've DJ'd in Atlanta, I've DJ'd in Chicago, New York, LA, I've done across the states, bro. But DJing out here is one of the only places where we don't break music. We don't play shit that niggas don't know.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter how hard the song is, who made the song, how new the song is. They don't want to fucking hear it. For instance, yesterday, I played Like That by fucking Future and Kendrick. They loved that shit. I mixed that shit into the Drake disc, and nobody knew that was even happening. They didn't care. Because it had just came out 2 days before. Nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
So even new music, like, does not pop
Yeah.
in per se.
Yeah, and like even
Just
if it's,
new.
it doesn't matter
Just
if it's
new.
a popular artist, bro. Like, they don't want to hear the album cut.
Yep.
They don't care. Even if the album cut is harder than anything else on the project, bro, they don't care. But you go to an Atlanta, oh, you break some new shit and it's hard, oh, they give a fuck. That's what's going to make that song blow. But out here, for whatever fucking reason, I don't get it. You guys swear by 2019 and back. There's even, like, look at YG, bro. We don't play any of the new shit. We play Left Right. That is
Left
from that
Right.
nigga's first album.
Yeah. Tooted and Booted.
Yeah.
Broke. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
literally, My Crazy Life. His first record studio album,
Yeah.
and it bangs.
And we don't
The
even
club
play the
goes
best
crazy,
song.
and the club goes crazy out here. Yes.
We don't even play the best song. We don't play Meet the Flockers.
Yeah.
Like-
Exactly. Nah, man, I agree with you on that.
That's
Let's
crazy.
take this shot. I want to get into what you were
Do
talking
you want to
about.
ask one question, or do you just want to take the shot?
Well, we have to take this one because we haven't taken it yet.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Y'all are still up.
Yeah, we're down bad right now. Connect's on us.
Fuck.
I did have another question though, but I think going into that conversation might be a better thing. So I'm gonna transition out
So,
of the
we ending
segment.
it? All right, that's it.
Yeah, we lost.
Fuck it. Hold on.
We took this out.
But anyways, so I was talking about like DJing, the business. So what are your thoughts around that? And because I said DJing, this is what I said. I said DJing is creating the vibe, getting people to dance, vibe, and buy drinks. That's the business. And you said no.
No.
So
not
what
at
is
all.
it?
As a DJ, my job is to come in here and play the music.
Okay.
You do not dictate what I play, when I play it, how I play it,
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
Me being the DJ, I am not the person that ensures your sales. I'm not the person that ensures your bottles. I'm not the person that ensures how many people are in the building. I'm not even really, my job isn't even to keep people in the building. I am here to play the music. That is on your hosts, your bartenders, your bottle girls, your owner, everything else. That has nothing to do with me. Now, it is a courtesy of me to accommodate and play what I think that the crowd is going to want to hear, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to. If everybody decides to come to the club and for whatever reason everybody's just like, oh, you know what? It's sober Saturday, niggas. Like, we ain't buying shit. We're just here to drink pineapple juice.
Yeah.
I can't stop them.
Facts.
I can't stop them. The most I can do is get on the mic and say, hey, we have bottle deals going on, but if that nigga wanted to pull up and pay $350 for a bottle of Casamigos, he was gonna do it whether I said it or not.
100%.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what song I play, what I do. I can't make these people do anything. That is your job. And that's where like a lot of the conflict is with these clubs is like you guys don't let us have fun when it comes to DJing. It becomes a real life job, even if it's your part-time gig, once a month gig. Like, it's
Yeah.
a real-time job when you're there.
I
Sucks.
feel that.
Man, I really do like your point on that. Like, and I agree with you because, I agree with you, but then I don't on a certain aspect, and let me tell you why. So, I agree with you on the aspect that it's not just your job, right? Because you can be playing the best music, but if the bartenders suck and people are waiting 30 minutes to get a drink, they're going to leave because your bartenders are ass, right?
Yeah.
That's nothing to do on the DJ. Same thing, like if the bottle girls, whatever, don't look good, people don't want to go pop bottles because they're not good looking. Like,
Right.
It's just frank, right? So it's like it's more than that. But then on the contrary, I do think that it all has to be a flow. The bartenders have to be on point. The DJ it has to be all, like, it's a team effort. Because it's just like any business.
Absolutely.
You know, your marketing team, your finance team, everyone has to be doing their aspect. Otherwise, the boat's going to sink.
See, but we're not the business.
What do you mean?
Can
We're
I
not-
chime in real quick?
Yeah.
I think that's more on the owner's part.
Well, yeah,
Because
exactly.
That's the manager.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
exactly.
We're not the business. We're contractors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Me
guys
and
are
you don't
subbed
get
out.
cut. Me and you don't get cut the X club check.
Yeah.
We get cut our check.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not on payroll. We don't get paid every 2 weeks. We get paid that night.
Yeah.
Or before, depending on how your contract is, if you even got a contract.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
unless you got like some kind of commission off drink sales or something.
Yeah,
like
and that's where, it can get more intricate. But I mean, at the end of the day, I 100% agree with you. I think these clubs and owners, it's not even a Portland thing because I've DJed in LA and different cities too. They put so much stress on DJs, and it's like, if you're not selling this, and that, and it's like, that's
not
not
my
our
fault.
job. And it's like, you want us to, and it's like, you want us to do this, you want us to promote, but you want to pay us the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'll DJ and play music, here's my price, but now you want me to post it every day, put the link, promote it, this and that.
That's
It's like,
your-
that's
that's
more
your
hours.
host.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's
That's
your host,
what your host, that's your
promoters.
promoters. That's not the DJ's job. I think it just comes down to like people really not knowing like exactly what a DJ is.
Yeah.
And I'll say that straight up. Like, some people just think a DJ is like everything. They're
Yeah.
the host, the promoter. It's like, no, a DJ is a DJ. They break records. That's what a DJ was in the very beginning. They broke records. And
Yeah.
going back to your point, because I had this thing too, it's like me growing up on the West Coast, I know that on the West Coast we don't break records. But on the East Coast, they do.
Yeah.
And I'm a victim to that. Like I said, if you're not Drake, I'm not playing you. But that's just because I grew up in the West Coast DJ culture where we play the shit that's going to bang, and like the artist that's up and coming, we don't play them too much. And that's just a West Coast culture that needs to be broken. And I agree to that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I got stories, man. Listen, I got stories, bro. So when I DJed in Atlanta for the first time, this is 2 years ago, I was DJing at this place called Reverie. It's no longer a thing. They got transformed into a club named Crybaby, and then Crybaby got shut down. I don't know what's going on with them, but great people. I played this girl had came up to me and she was like, "Hey, can you play this song for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, just throw a tip." And like, I didn't know the song, but I'm not in Atlanta, so I don't know if this song is big or not. I have no clue. So I start playing the song. The song is F and F by Glorilla. This is April 13th, April 14th maybe. And the song had came out 2 days ago. 2 days before then. We don't know Glorilla for anything right now.
Yeah.
Check SoundCloud. It's only got like 300 plays, 400 plays. Bro, club goes stupid. They don't know this shit, but they go stupid. And I'm like, yo, did I just get something that like I wasn't supposed to have? Like, did I just really just come up on some shit?
Yeah.
And so like I ran it out here because I came back that next week and I played at Elevate and I played it there and somebody came up to me and was like, yo, change the song. And I was like, damn, it really doesn't correlate like that out here. Like, they really don't fucking care. 2 months later, I'm in Shake watching A1 spin, which I fucking love A1. Nigga's great. But I'm watching A1 spin, and he played that shit, and they go fucking nuts. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know, like, bro, I broke this record. Like, I was the first person to play that shit out here. Nobody knew about it. It only had fucking 6,000 plays. Like,
Wow.
nobody knew about this shit. And, like, now that's a song that we're going to latch onto for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Because that's how we are. It doesn't matter. Like, I can play Mo Bamba in the club right now, and the club will be shut the fuck down. I can play, like, look at Dreams and Nightmares, bro. That shit came out in, 2011, 2012? Mm-hmm. You play that shit at midnight, it's up. It's up. It's
Yeah.
up. People are standing on tables. Bottles are getting sold. People are yelling at each other, but, like, in a embracing way, like, it's a different kind of vibe, bro, and you just don't get that shit. You don't get that shit in Atlanta, bro. Like, they don't want to hear that old shit.
Yeah, that's all new shit.
It's all new shit.
Yeah.
I go to Atlanta once every like 2 or 3 months because I need to know what's about to hit here. When Type of Way by Rich Homie Quan came out, was like 2013 maybe 2014.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta. I came out here that summer and was playing it. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. Soon as I come back from summer vacation and I go back to Atlanta, I start seeing people post it on their stories from Portland, and I'm like, oh, y'all are just 3 months late. That's just
Yeah.
how y'all work.
Yeah, it's always later here.
But low key, bro, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's low key just like a Pacific Northwest thing. Because I feel like in LA, they're kind of getting
LA
quicker.
gets shits
Yeah,
faster.
they get quicker. But out here in the Pacific Northwest, it's like they're really late to stuff. And it
Bruh.
goes back to like they only want to hear old stuff.
It's not even that we're late to shit, bro. It's that we don't like change.
It's
And
not
I can
openness.
respect not liking change, bro. But it fucks my setup personally because it's like, bro, I want to play the new shit. 'Cause
Yeah, you don't
as
wanna
a
go
music
in.
lover outside of DJing, bro. I love music, bro. I love all genres of music, bro. I can name you any fucking genre and I can name 10 artists, bro. I love music, bro.
Yeah.
And so like when Future drops an album and I've played it on my way to the set and I know what song is gonna hit. When I played Like That the day that it came out, nobody gave a fuck. The next day, somebody else played it and they went crazy because now there's
Damn day.
tabloids on Twitter and tabloids on
TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok,
That's like, oh
yeah.
shit, Kendrick dissed Drake. Now everybody gives a fuck.
Not everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when
Do you want to say that it's changing though here?
no,
No?
not at all. It's never gonna change. I don't believe in it. I don't believe it's gonna
Not
change
even
at
with
all.
everybody that's moving here.
Nope, don't care.
Not
Nope, don't
changing.
care.
You?
Because even with me moving here, bro, like you gotta remember, I'm not from here, bro.
Right.
Even with me moving here, I saw how it was, and I was like, well, that's just how it is. And I'm the most like non-adaptable person ever, bro. I'm very stubborn, and
Yeah.
I had to sit down and be like, well, that's just how the fuck it is. I guess I'm gonna fucking play Dreams and Nightmares at midnight because that's what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna change either unless like the people that are at the top change. Because right now the people that are top, the people that own these clubs, these venues, they're all kind of older anyways, right? They're a different generation than at least me. So I think it will shift once like our generation, because I think we're all similar age, start to take that top spot.
I'm young as shit.
Yeah, same.
I'm 23.
Yeah, 23 as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like the club owners, I mean, some of them are young, but they're typically a little bit older. So I think the generational shift, it will start to change. But I think for the time being, there's not going to be any type of shift because everyone's just like, what's working? And it makes sense though, right? Like
Yeah.
as a business owner, if it's working, if
Don't
it's not
fucking
broke,
change it.
don't change it. If it's
Bro,
not broke, don't fix it. That's the way
even
I
when
feel.
But
you
what if you
sent
do
me-
change it and it just blows up?
But some people don't want to take that risk.
They don't wanna take
It's
that
a big
risk,
risk,
bro.
and I understand it, bro. Because like at a certain point, risk is risky. Like
Risk is
I
risk.
like to take
high
risk,
risk, low risk.
Yeah,
what-
like
Bro,
risk.
you ever been to
have be-
Vegas? Huh?
Yeah,
You ever been to Vegas?
Never.
Okay, bro. In Vegas, they play EDM in the club. In Phoenix, they play EDM in the club.
yeah,
Like, you want to hear a song, bro? Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna play Dreams and Nightmares, but it's gonna be an EDM mix. It's gonna be a
yeah.
drum and bass mix.
Yeah, hard bass.
It's gonna be jungle. Like, and they just rock with it, bro. I tried to pull that shit off out here, bro. Them niggas came to me and was like, "Oh nah, that's we're not doing that." And I'm not gonna say the club's name because I love them; they're great. But like, the owner came to me and was like, "Nah, don't do that shit." And I had to just sit there and eat that, bro.
Really?
I had to eat that. That shit's not fun, bro. It's not fun because like it makes my job a job, bro. And like that's not cool. Like I came into DJing as a hobbyist.
Yeah.
I didn't come in here thinking I was gonna go full time with it. You can ask Reno, bro.
Yeah.
I was in the crib just fucking around with shit that I already knew, playing Days Before Rodeo and fucking The Life of Pablo because that's what I was listening to at the time, not because that's what was hot. We're talking 2020, bro. Like these are albums that came out in 2016, 2015, maybe 2014. So
Yeah.
like I don't expect for the whole shit to change at all, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. No, I mean that's really great to get into. I mean, I feel like that's just another rabbit hole we can get into.
Yeah, like I can talk
So-
about that shit all day. Fucking club politics is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a cult, bro. It's a real life cult. If you fuck with this club, we don't want to deal with you no more. Oh, they stole our bottle girl, so we don't fuck with them. Even though y'all niggas was at the fucking opening for this shit. What are you talking about? Let's put it on the table, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's
There's
definitely
politics to anything.
It's a
and
lot of politics.
It's unfortunately because it gets in the way of a lot of great things, honestly. But not to get into that, I kind of want to get into that segment of what's in your bag.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right, bro. What's in your bag? What'd you bring?
Well, hold up. So, what's in your bag? So we asked him. He said 5 daily essentials that you can't live without. And pretty much it's like 5 things that you can't live without on a daily basis. So what are those 5 things for you, Connect?
And that can be your everyday DJs or in the studio.
All right. So I'm going to do all 3.
But
So in my everyday bag, I keep my phone, I keep my vape, I keep my badge. I have a media pass that I use anytime I go to any club. If anybody has a media pass, it'll tell you what they are, what they do, who they're with. There's only so many out there. I think there's only 8 out there, and everybody in my team has one. Reno, we got yours. Don't worry, it's at the house. I gotta give it to you. But yeah, so like my photographer has one, my videographer has one, my VIPs have one, my just artist friends have one, my security guard, which didn't come with him today because I know you, but he has one, and like it really just helps everybody know, like, okay, they're with me, so if they do some fuck shit, then it's on me, but anybody else, I don't know. And then
That's smart, bro. When did you come up with that concept?
shit, a year ago, bro, and it's been the best thing ever, bro.
We need to do that, bro.
don't get one
Did-
for me because
did
I'm
you-
gonna make you look bad.
Nah, but did you do that because someone made you look bad? You're
Yeah,
like, they
bro.
weren't with me.
Yeah, bro, because like,
Yeah, I
bruh,
like that, bro, because it's like, if they're not with me, they're not my problem.
I'm not even gonna say his name, but this dude showed up to District. It was like maybe a year ago, and he brought 30 niggas in there and put a bunch of shit on my tab, $300 worth of shit on my tab. I didn't even go to the club that night. I was at home playing Super Smash Bros. Butt naked on the fucking couch. Didn't even see nobody. I wasn't doing shit. And I got a call from the owner, Mike, and he was like, yo, somebody came in and ran up $300 on your name. Like, can I run your card? And I was like, oh, I don't know that nigga. Like, even though I know this nigga, but like, I don't
Not
know
like
that
that,
nigga like
yeah.
that. So, yeah, bro, like, we got really heavy into that shit. And like, that's what made me get a security guard. I got tired of people asking me shit and being so accessible to everybody when I'm working. So, anyways, 5 things that's in my bag. Media pass, my phone, my vape. That's 3. I usually keep a notebook. I don't have a notebook today because I wanted to kind of just run off the top of the dome. And shit, what's the last thing? Honestly, that's really all I keep in my bag. In the studio, I have to have a candle. I have to have incense. I have to have a very clear space. I can't have too many people in there. I don't like that. And I have to have the lights off. Also, I only like to record at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like right at 2?
Right at 2.
I'll hit the...
Yeah, right at 2. I will hold every idea I have that whole day to just do it at 2. DJing, I come with headphones. I come with my USB stick, my decks, my security guard, and shit, I usually keep them out and do on me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think I saw you on one today, bro.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, there it is.
I keep
See?
that guy on me at all
Hey,
times,
Baja
man.
Blast, so that flavors.
Hey, that's
Fire.
legendary. That's
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
gonna lie.
It used to be a Four Loko. Shout out to Four Loko, man. I was sponsored by them for like 3 years. It's
For
great,
real?
great deal.
What do you
Oh,
think
shit.
about a Buzzball for a logo collab?
Yo.
Is that from the group chat earlier? Yeah, from the group chat earlier.
You're trying
A
to
Buzzball
die.
for a logo collab.
You're trying to die. So like, if I had to like talk about like my old bag, bro, my old bag was the Marble Notebook. It was a gold Four Loko.
Oh, is that gold? That's the one that's
yeah,
high percentage too, right? 14?
that is
bro.
14.9, bro.
He said
Yeah.
14.9.
Dude, those
He
things
knew
are...
it.
Yeah, man.
those
Because
things are
if you go
deadly.
15%, it's illegal.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
have you ever chugged 2 Four Logos in 10 minutes?
Not in 10 minutes, because that will kill you.
That
Literally.
happened to me.
Bro, you
That's
chugged 2?
terrible.
Fuck yeah, I did. I got videos.
That's great.
Yeah, let's just say underage. Don't recommend it. I was also like super blacked. I don't remember anything. I went down to Corvallis. Homie said, "You're late."
Oh, that'll do it.
So
Corvallis alone to do it.
He said, "You're late. Chug these 2." Boom, chug them. I don't remember.
You don't
anything
remember that night?
Nope. All I got is videos.
Wow.
Thankfully.
That's wonderful, bro. There's a legendary video of me like slumped in the bathroom, bro. Like I'm talking about, I'm on the floor just sleep, just knocked the fuck out, bro. It's so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. But that was the night I had my second Four Loko, because the first one I wasn't really fucking with it. The second one I took the whole shit to the head. Oh my god. Oh, that was so great. It was one of the best times of my life, but I woke up the next day feeling like I got hit by a fucking train. Like, it was awful.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are,
bro.
huh?
Bro, Buzzballs are the modern day Four Loko. I kid you not.
But for
Absolutely.
local, like it's still in the gas station. I feel like I
Yes.
haven't seen
Yes,
it.
they're still
Oh,
there.
bro,
It's still there. I mean, I'm
Bro.
not looking for it, right?
All of
But
them
it's
are like
still there.
14% nowadays.
Yeah,
Oh,
$3.99,
shit.
buddy. $3.99.
You looking
Get
for
you
a
right.
cheap fun time?
Wow.
Nickel bottle deposit, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, but I don't condone it. I don't sponsor them. Nothing like that. All right.
I condone Four Loco. I connect zero. I love Four Loco. Four
Yes,
Loco,
sir,
I love
man.
you.
Gotta get his bag.
Please send me more shit. I love my t-shirt. I love my cozy. It's great over here. Please, please, please. We love you over here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if y'all like this pod, then I condone you. But I mean,
Hey man, I'll make a
Till
call
then.
for y'all. Don't
nah,
play with me.
man.
I'll make a
Till
call
then,
for y'all.
bro.
for
We
real.
need that.
um,
Shit, that's a solid 5 though. I respect
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
for,
it's good.
You know, personal DJ studio.
Yeah, man.
that's solid as fuck. Yeah,
Man, it's been a fun episode. Do you have anything you want to like shout out? Up and coming shows, albums, songs. Like what's coming up that the people can know about?
Oh, bro, we're not done, bro.
Okay.
We're not done. We still got to talk about the Slutty Disco, man.
Oh shit. Okay, so
What's
talk
that?
about that.
So look, man, I do an event every month or so called the Slutty Disco, where it's
Okay.
basically like it's my take on EDM, bro. So I take a bunch of songs that I like at that current moment, whether it be in any genre, and then I mix it into like house or liquid or drum and bass, and I basically curate this whole space to where like it's a disco, but we're gonna get sweaty, we're gonna get hot, we're gonna dance, we're gonna have so much fucking fun. And like I have a mascot, I have a team, I have graphics, so it's huge, bro. Like it's huge in concept, and it's just not enough people, bro. And like we've tried to move it to different spaces to try to get it to go off, but like I've came to the conclusion that I don't think it's a club thing. I think it's gotta be like a basement, like sweaty environment. You know what I mean? Like it's gotta be
Like
personal,
some
bro.
underground, like
Yeah.
warehouse type shit.
Like,
kind of.
Yeah, it's got to be personal, man. I don't want it to be underneath the guise of the club. Like, I don't even want bottle service, bro. I want, like, go to the gas station, get a shitty drink, and come on. Let's get fucked up off, like, wine coolers or fucking, like, Lime-A-Ritas or Four Locos or Buzz Balls or anything of the sort. Like, don't come in here trying to be pretty. Don't come in here trying to be cool. There's no sections. There's no bottles. There's nothing. Like, bruh, we're just in here getting gritty. Everybody bring a bottle, put it on the table. If somebody drinks it, fuck it. Like, that's how I want this shit to be, bro. And we've worked really hard at it. We had something going at Pink Rabbit. I love Pink Rabbit, by the way. It's one of my favorite places to ever DJ at. They're so great. But it just didn't work out there. It started off at District. It just didn't work out there. But I'm really thinking about moving it into like a house party type of situation, bro. And there's mascots. Like we have a whole fucking blow up doll, basically, that like you can step into and walk around as the mascot. It's so fucking
It's like the
cool,
heart.
bro.
It's like a heart, right?
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
it, bro. That
yeah,
shit, that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
sick, bro. I've seen like what you've been doing with that, and I was like, this concept is dope.
Yeah,
like,
no, man.
you don't see it around here.
It's one of the coolest things that like I've ever like spawned out of my brain, bro. Like you got to think, I make music all day, I do graphic design all day, but like I've never hosted a party. I've never made my own party. I've never made my own event, bro. And like I don't care if it fails. I don't care if it's 2 people in there. We're gonna have the best time of our lives, bro. Even if it's just me and my fucking security guard, bro. I'm gonna play my ass off because like it's the vibe. It's not the music. It's not the drinks. It's nothing. It's the feeling that you get when you walk in that room. Like you can tell this is not a normal night. Even when it was at a club, you can tell it's not a normal night at the club, bro. Like it's a spark, man. It's a spark, and I still like hint at it every DJ set. There will be a time when like I just mix that section in for 10, 20 minutes. And I just see it on everybody's faces, bro. Like I watch everybody just light up because they know like, oh, this is different. I didn't expect this song to go this way. I didn't expect to hear this pitter-patter of these hi-hats or these drums come in so fucking strong. Like, it's a great experience, man. But we're currently rebranding that, and I'm going to make it into a house party. You can quote me on that here.
Perfect. No, we got you on camera, so
you got
it's gonna happen then.
Yeah.
like this year, like pretty soon.
Yeah, bro. I mean, my birthday is May 22nd, so
Oh, so really soon.
be
Hopefully.
ready for
Hey,
that.
okay.
If I got any shout outs, everybody in the team, Reno, I love you. Julian, I love you. Ty, I love you. Even though we don't talk that often, bro, I love you, nigga. Fucking Justin, Suede, Akon, Dior, who the fuck else? Young, you are my fucking second half. Dende, Teasus, man, Static. I love all of y'all, man. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all so much.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you, bro, and for being here and, sharing all your experiences and what you had to say, because I think it's, it's amazing. Everything that you're doing, from the DJing to the music to everything that we laid down on this podcast, man, and we appreciate you coming in for sure.
Hey, man, I'm willing to come back whenever, yo. Just let me know.
Hell
Yeah, man, we definitely have to run it back. And just piggybacking off what Power said, man, like, we appreciate you for coming, sharing your story, man. Like, we've known each other, but we haven't really connected on this kind of level. So it was really cool, man, to really just get to know you.
You ain't even tell them how we met.
Yeah, man, exactly. So, like, just, really getting to know you, talk with you, man. Like, I just see the vision, bro, and I know it's going to be big, and I can't wait to just, like, look back at this podcast and be like, damn, like, we sat down with Connect, and, like, now look what he's doing, and look what he's getting into. Like, this shit's going to be legendary, bro. So I appreciate you for sitting down with us, for real.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And we have I Can See My House From Here merch coming very, very, very soon. As a matter of fact, by the time you guys post this, I'll probably have all of the footage and all of the product shots done for that. I'm actually wearing it right now.
Oh, dope.
But yeah, we'll have that for you guys soon. Album done, not submitted, but done. Give me some time.
Yeah. And then where can they find you on socials?
At Connect.0 on Instagram, at Zero Connects on Twitter, Connect.0 on TikTok. That's pretty much it, yo. That's all I really got for you guys.
Hell yeah. Well, you heard it here. You know where to find my boy right here, Connect Zero. We appreciate him coming down. And, of course, we want to say a special thank you to our sponsors. We got Joy Energy Drink here, keeping us energized.
Yes, sir.
We got Portland Tattoo. We got Sloth Gang, Franchise. Everybody involved, man. We can't do it without y'all. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Lembo Lawson, too. I forgot him.
Shout out Lembo Lawson. Let's
we
go.
love him.